matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch.
Man, what the fuck? God damn, bro. Fuck, it didn't take you that long to put the joystick on. Fuck.
Wants to throw. It's Dart. He makes the connection.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys.
Light his ass.
Man-to-man coverage on me. I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me. I'll make the contested catch.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Quarterback on the keeper.
Your ass going, buddy.
Behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Catch in the middle. It's Wells. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
After the first down completion, it's second and short. This time they'll go to the running game. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. He wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And, man, what they can do on second down here.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Back to pass. It's Dart. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rebels!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
He was supposed to score my
They'll
stupid
try to
ass.
add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards.
Oh, nice one.
And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
All right. Pluck his ass. Slipped on that defense. He'll never do that shit again. Oh, what the fuck I was doing?
The offense lining up for a first down play. Here's the handoff. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide out in motion. On second down, he'll let it fly. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking to throw, it's Milrow. Pressure coming. Oh, it's out! And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field.
And he was on
Stress
stress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Offense getting set for first down. Now they'll run the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. One final play before the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff, it's Parrish. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can...
ass shit.
Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Wells. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance.
Oh, that's it. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. First down here for the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Alabama quickly back to the line. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. They're going to test the right side with this one. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Here we go with the run on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. And the defense, got him at the 27.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Briningstool. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Nice.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass.
I can't say shit about that. All right. I got it. Damn.
Rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
So you take what's
one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end. Work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes that Alabama offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. To the air. It's Milroe. Throws to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to pick up the first. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Wants to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, and that'll bring the 1st quarter to a close.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. Clemson 7, Alabama 0.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. Ball in the air, intercepted! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking the ball, creating the interception.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Now with a chance to get a little breathing room, 2nd and 3 from the 15. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. They're trying to get to it. And it's picked off.
Oh, what the
A return
fuck?
there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Trying to run, it's Maffa. Shakes off the defender. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, that's a
I got that one block.
An interception with his quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down.
And this is great sudden change defense right now. Of course, this drive started with their backs against the wall. They've now forced 2 straight incompletions. If they can make one more big play here and avoid giving up a touchdown, man, that is a win.
And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play.
And he breaks into the open. The 40. He's at the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to run for it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership, come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll run play action. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40.
With the game tied.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, third and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Big quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a game.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. The give to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here tonight.
Here comes that Alabama offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7. Alabama pushing the tempo. The give to the lone running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Third down coming up. That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Taking it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Oh, man, wide open.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big 6. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing them out. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Milroe. He's got him in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tagged.
Getting some heat. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out. And the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Haynes. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Finds his man enough for the first. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Coming after it. Makes the catch. It's Bernard.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to get it through the air. Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. This time it's complete. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
The give from the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. They'll keep it on the ground. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Milroe. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Unleashes to the end zone. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it. To be honest, both of these offenses played as if they were waist deep in mud. Plenty of struggles, and they come up just short. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's open. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Up-tempo for the offense.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Running back goes in motion. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Floats it out in space. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The offense in hurry-up mode. They want to just keep throwing it. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Offense set on first down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Defense dropping into soft coverage. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and that guy is really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Leaves it with the back. Fights off the defender.
This running back just doesn't go down easily. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
Wide receiver shows motion. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Old spin move. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Final play of the quarter coming. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Back to throw, it's Howard. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter.
First down for the offense.
First down to start the drive after the break. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. He's looking to throw. Firing toward the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The offense set for a first down play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pulls it in. It's Bernard. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things. And that pass picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done, too.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. You get that turnover, and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Looking for a man. It's Howard. He's got it. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Now on second and goal. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the D deny them on second and goal. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you've got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Finds his man. It's Adams. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They go to the ground. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Got a man. It's Adams. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
And the junior was late on the release, and he threw it behind him. Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Second down coming up. To the air, it's Milroe. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like,
it's all good, bro. It's a game, bro. It's all good. Do your thing, man. Do your thing.
He got loose, almost housed it. Finally
man. fucking baby,
Man, this
man.
offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He'll come out throwing on first down. And they can't make the
Oh,
connection.
what the fuck
Well,
is
that
these things
incompletion,
doing?
the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. That
Shit,
wasn't even
shit,
close.
After the misfire, it's second down. Defense not showing press coverage.
Boy,
How
I swear to
about getting the
fuck.
foot
Oh,
down on that throw for the big completion?
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Snags it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Rolls onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll try the run. Can't get him to the ground. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Ohio State 21, Alabama 0.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off.
Set to kick it away.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. You know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first rounder in the future.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Howard. Throws to the tight end. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking for a deep man. What a snag by the defense. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph a pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching him. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Leaves it with the running back. Makes his man miss. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Going to the running game. At the 35, he's loose. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Looking for a crease. It's Haynes. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Now he's looking to throw it. Trying to get to him. And they're on him, and a heartbeat, and down he goes. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And the return man just kept finding alleys to run in, and he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Right place, right time. Linebackers are usually big physical guys you see play the run a lot. Hard to get 2 interceptions in a game. Special player making special plays.
These DBs going to give a little cushion. Unloads to the wideout. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. To throw, it's Howard. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. And sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Stands in and takes the hit. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Wants to throw on second down. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Motion from the offense. On third down, he drops the throw. Gets it out quickly. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And the beatdown has ensued. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but he found a couple of cracks in that cover team and gets it out to the 43. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent team.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Breaks the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Pressure coming. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Alabama quickly back to the line. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. It would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be...
All right. Over.
Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. This isn't your run-of-the-mill matchup. You've got a couple of powerhouse